My name is Annette, and I'm a registered nurse, but I'm just like you. I have a reproductive disorder called endometriosis. And guess what? There are millions of women who are living with endometriosis, which is a painful cramping that you experience every month. What happened with endometriosis is that the endometrium lining inside of the uterus every month it sheds. Now, if you're not pregnant, it will shed and it'll come out. However, with endometriosis, instead of the lining shedding inside of the uterus, it sheds outside of the uterus. And it causes these implants. And these implants cause severe cramping pains. And for me, guess what? I'm one of the millions of women who experience endometriosis. If you're a woman that's having severe cramping every month, that is not normal. And guess what? I've been experiencing endometriosis since the age of 12. My mom was taking me into emergency going, what is wrong with my daughter? And they couldn't figure out why I was having all these severe pain. And then finally my menstruation started. Then it was like, okay. But for years, I thought this was normal. This is a normal way of that I'm supposed to feel during my menstruation. Like the first and second day of my cycle, I will be in severe pain, debilitating pain, just curled up in pain that I couldn't even go to school the first or 2 days. And this is like every month. And if I did go to school, I went to school sick. So I wasn't put on any medication until, I would say like in my late teens. And then I was prescribed 600 to 800 milligrams of ibuprofen and every month that I would take during my cycle just to deal with the pain. However, I never got a diagnosis until my early 20s. And I was sent to an OBGYN for that diagnosis because after my cycle, I still continue on having pain. I'm like, this is weird. So the only way that endometriosis was diagnosed is through a laparoscopic surgery where they go in with a small incision, normally by the belly button, and stick a tube in and microscopically look for, with a scope, look for any endometriosis implants. Well, I had them. And after I was diagnosed, and that's the only way that they could diagnose is through surgery. So I was diagnosed with having endometriosis. Then I was put on, well, first of all, they'll do the burning, give you relief. So they would burn the implants. Guess what? That could cause scar tissue. But by them burning the implants, that helped with pain relief. Then I was put on a therapy called Lupron therapy, which I would go in once a month for injections. So that would put me in menopause, medicated induced menopause. So I had symptoms of menopause to shrink those implants and so that I could have quality of life. Like I said, there's millions of women that are dealing with this. And a lot of them don't even know that they have endometriosis or some type of reproductive disorder. We need to get this out and for you to be able to get the help that is needed. And for the medical field to understand, we need to be asking questions regarding to this. Like I said, there's about 71 to 80% of pelvic pain is related to endometriosis. The second most surgery is hysterectomies. And I want to educate women about this. This here could be your sister, your mom, colleagues, someone you just meet at your store, friends. It could be any one of us that are suffering in silence and in agony, and they don't have to. That's why I created Her Time Wellness, for us to be able to dialogue and talk about it. Her Time Wellness offers an online forum for women to be able to get in and let's discuss about reproductive disorders, hysterectomy, menopause, and also healthy living and weight loss, that all of it entwines together because women need to start thinking about themselves. My endometriosis story is it's sad in a way because I was only given a choice of, after my doctor retired, only a choice to have a hysterectomy. Many doctors told me hysterectomy when I had flare up. My flare ups would be like I would have to go to the hospital and get IV morphine for the pain. That's how bad it was. Or many, before my doctor retired, I had many surgeries. And then many times I would put on Lupron therapy. And you could only be on these medications for a certain period of time, like the Lupron therapy, because it affects the bones. And I didn't want to end up with osteoporosis. So this is how I had to go through. I had to go through all of these because I was fighting for my reproductive organs. I did not want to have a hysterectomy, so I suffered. I exercised, which did help tremendously, so that I wouldn't have to go in and have surgery again. I call it my tune-up. Go in, get the implants burned so that I can have quality of life and won't be in all this pain. And then go through 3 months of Lupron therapy injections so that I can still have quality of life for a certain period of time before it comes back. There needs to be more research done for endometriosis and other reproductive disorders. Really, the United States is in a uterine crisis. So many women are having these problems. I just met one of my coworkers. She was saying that she has severe menstrual cramps. This is not normal. This is not normal to be bleeding. So that's why I created Her Time Wellness. I'd like for you to join in discussions and support each other. You don't have to be alone. And I'm going to continue on talking about reproductive disorders, hysterectomies, menopause, but I'm also going to talk about healthy living and weight loss. Us women, we put so many people in front of our own health. We can't take care of others unless we take care of ourselves. And that's what we need to do, is think about ourselves, and so that we can share what our energy, we be able to give that out. Even if it takes some time, 10 minutes or whatever it may be. So we're going to talk about stress reduction as well. And go to Her Time Wellness. Sign up is free. There's no cost. There's nothing that you're going to lose out of this. Share your story, even if you've been through it and you're no longer going through. But share your stories and get other women involved and give them advice, and let's support each other. Let's empower and inspire each other. So we're going to have discussions, and guess what? We're going to have another discussion that will be coming up soon, so you'll periodically see me on YouTube. Her Time Wellness, and that's the talk. Remember, you are a priority. Have a great day.